Hello and welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. Yeah, let's continue with section 13. I think last time we completed till section 12. I think. Yep, end of the gaze, centrifuge. Okay, last time Saber also got eliminated. So currently only Lancer, our assassin, Berserker, and the mysterious Archer are the only four servants remaining. So, yeah, let's see who we deal first with. So, yeah, let's continue. Section 13. Hmm. Gah. Alright, admit it. You won. I lost. Good. I'm glad you have the grace to accept when you are beaten. I want to make a deal. Let me talk to Sakura before I disappear, even just for a little bit. A deal? Are you kidding me? Forget it. There is no telling what kind of trick you might be trying to pull. I see. That's too bad. I was sure you people would want what I have to offer in exchange. How would we even know if it's worth our time unless you told us first? I have information about a servant none of us knew about. You mean, please tell us. They are they an archer? Is that who inflicted that wound you had when we caught up? I see, so you already had your suspicions. I can't say whether they are an archer or not, but the attack was shockingly powerful and came from extreme range. I tried to fight back by tracing their gaze with my mystic eyes, hoping to petrify the sniper. But their resistance to the effect was so potent it rebounded on me instead. So I think we are dealing with a divine spirit servant of very high purity. Now that you mentioned it, you have kept your right eye closed this whole time. Sharp, aren't you? I was planning to pay you with this if the information alone was insufficient. I suppose I can give it to you anyway. The moment I was struck by my own power, I closed my right eye while it was still active. So even then, even though my mystic eyes were deflected, the effect still reached the sniper. This eye is looking at them right now. Well, I say looking, but the circuits were burned instantly, so I'm not able to actually see them. But conceptually, my eye is looking at them. Hmm. I don't need this eye anymore, so I'm going to conceptually detach it and give it to you. You obviously know what to do with it, alchemist. Hmm. Okay. This is quite weighty for no more than a concept of an eye. Did you throw in a bonus of some kind? I am just leaving it behind as well. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to make use of it. You shouldn't be surprised. I'm fairly sure it is a perfectly normal thing to do. Well, as long as we can make use of this site, there should be no problem. Thank you. I'll gladly use this. Well, damn. I guess the evidence really does point to there being an archer out there. What are they doing here? Are they fighting in the Holy Grail War too? How should I know? Besides, it is hardly my problem anymore. All I can say is, given what I have seen here, we were likely not told the whole truth about this world or the Holy Grail War. Ah, this is so frustrating. Whoever tricked this monster should pay for their actions. But since I can't do this personally, I will just have to entrust that task to you instead. If what I gave you in turn you turns out to be more valuable than you expected, then you can consider us even. Hmm. Now, if you're satisfied, I have a wonderful conversation to enjoy. I will need some time to make myself at least minimally presentable. So please leave me alone now. Okay, so that then led to the conversation between her and Sakura in the last section. Okay, so the plan now. So what's the plan now, Master? The only other servants left is Lancer and the son of Vayu. Uh, we could keep this momentum going and go challenge him right now. Well, technically Berserkers live too, but that greedy, gutsy shouldn't be any problem. I bet a little push is all it would take to send him over the edge and into depravity. Kama's question got me thinking. I could just pretend not to have noticed anything. I could keep fighting this war in accordance with the rules. Maybe that would even be the quickest way to get back to the outside world. For all we know, this whole mystery could just be a misunderstanding on our part. However, there is also pain in this world. Oh, this again. Okay, the MC has been talking very much in this ordeal call compared to LB5 or before those. LB6 we talked a bit while we were in the while Oberon captured us, and all the stuff with Oberon we were actually talking. So yeah, LB7 also there was some time also. Interesting. And there is kindness too. So much so that it easily proves the pain isn't simply par for the course. This world may be artificial, but I have seen the same kind of senseless pain here that I saw in countless singularities and lost worlds. People being oppressed and used, mental and physical pain. Why does that all exist here as though it were natural? Why are these things happening? Why is this system the way it is? Oh yeah, in the ordeal call prologue. Was it ordeal call prologue or ordeal call 0, I think. They mentioned about exploring why is this stuff happening? Should it happen or there was something similar to that. Questioning things. So okay. Why is the system the way it is? I'm not sure. But I think I know where I can find the answers. Governor here. We should find out the truth about this Holy Grail war. I think we should get to the bottom of this. Precisely why I calculated you would say what I calculated you would say. So I already finished analyzing the eye Medusa left with us. It no longer has the ability to petrify, but it is indeed still focused on what she claims to have seen. If I delve in even further, it should point us towards the object of its gaze like a compass. Oh, well, that should at least lead us to this mysterious archer. Should we find Ayush and Duryodhana again first? Yes, I think we should. The announcement made it The rotation gave Berserker credit for finishing Saber off. So meeting back up with them should not only add to our offensive forces, but also make it easier to replenish our resources. I'm guessing Lancer probably wouldn't come along. I wonder. He is still a servant in this Holy Grail War, so I do think he can only hope hold up for so long. But for now, I do not think he is worth including in my calculations. Alright, once we rendezvous with Ayush and Duryodhana, let us head in the direction this eye points us. Oh, so we are directly going to the archer. Hmm, I had a feeling we might end up going this way. Hmm. Is it Rani's servant or DX's servant? Well, they uh, they are not inside the church. Predicting behavior, recommending caution. Please stop. What you are about to do may be considered a forbidden process. Oh yeah, we definitely can't have anyone breaking the rules. Anyone except me, as the strongest and kindest ruler to ever exist. I should be making the rules here. I know from an earlier investigation that you are not a master, as you do not have a command spell. However, then you leave me no choice. Yep, Rani. Just as I calculated. I knew I should have made certain, even if I had to jam my ether light into you to do so. No, no normal AI, even an armed Type D, would withstand a hit from Berserker. So that leaves just one possibility. Hmm. Oh, you are not a normal AI. And that pretty much narrows down your possible partners in crime too. Okay, so that's why she rushed to the church when the caster blob was attacking to protect her master. The only one who could possibly hide an entire entity entirely sort different sort of being in the structure of a prime AI would have to be someone capable of cheating at the base system level. Yeah. And there is only one being in this whole world with the necessary privileges to do something like that. Which means you two must be. So you two are the last master and servant. Classic Holy Grails, Holy Grail War, where the overseer is also a master. Yes and no. She is my servant, Archer, the first participant in the system Grail War. Her true name is. Yep. Durga. That's a cool design. Okay. Sad I didn't get her, but Okay, that was a short section. Another no heap zero EP section. Okay, great, just great. Of course, you'd have the one servant I never wanted to see again, Durga. Yeah, she is an aspect of forget it. I I forgot what I was saying. So you just you at least know the name, huh? Makes sense. I guess she's pretty famous. As I recall, although she is connected to Parvati, who is renowned for her grace and beauty, the two could not be more different. Indeed, I believe she is a goddess who symbolizes war and conflict. Yep, that's her. Alright. She's basically made for combat. No, combat doesn't quite cover it. She is made for completely annihilating her enemies. Back in our time, there was this bunch of demon gods that was way too much even for regular gods to manage. One day when the gods had finally had enough of one day when the gods had finally had enough, they came together to create someone who could completely annihilate the demons. And Durga was the result of that effort. Calling her bad news is widely underestimating things. Correct. Her praise of this goddess' capabilities is accurate karma, god of love. Why, thank you. I did. I detested you even before I saw you were using the same kind of vessel as Parvati. So I would have hated to be inaccurate. Damn it. That's Durga. This might be out of our league. Divine, divided spirit or not. I don't want to make an enemy of Shiva's queen. The man who smells like the demon Kali. And is that Vayu? Last remaining are all the Indian gods. Okay. Guess I should have known a god would have a sharp nose. So much for hiding and seeing how things play out. Tch, so they are here too. I see. All surviving servants have gathered here. Very well then. I suppose this requires an immediate course correction to put you all on the proper path. Apparently, even when the truth is hidden by design, it still finds its way to the surface. Perhaps this is just its nature. There, I have opened up partial access to my high-level database. More simply, I am willing to answer any questions you may have. What's going on, Governor? What do you have? Why do you have a servant of your own? Does this mean you are participating in this Holy Grail War too? No, it does not. I am simply overseeing this Holy Grail War. She is my servant. Both of these statements are true, and neither conflicts with the other. How? If she is your servant, you are participating in this Holy Grail War. If you are not participating in this Holy Grail War, then why is she your servant? Same thing. So that archer, Durga, is a special in some way. Affirmative. Her summoning is the incident that began this Holy Grail War. No, it would have been more accurate to say that her summoning is what enables me to begin the experimental ritual. I call the system Grail War. Experiment. So this isn't to fix the paper moon. Then this wasn't about the paper moon upkeep. This ritual beginning is the reason the paper moon stopped working. Once it has concluded, the paper moon will work again, though differently than it did before. So I maintain that I was not lying in my earlier explanation. This Holy Grail War is going to change how paper moon works. Then this was all an experiment to see if the paper moon could be used in a different way. Correct. An excellent display of logic. This experiment was designed to make use of the paper moon's unique properties and its ability to reproduce everything exactly as it is, to artificially create a holy grail war. Your master and servant are both the subject and the products of that experiment. While you all may have gotten here via unusual means, the result is practically the same. So you are saying we are lab rats. In a manner of speaking, none of you master and servants here are your natural selves. Some of you have been possessed, some of you have been generated. Some of you are probably more aware of this than others, and to different degrees. I am certain, however, that those of you most able to see matter objectively must have sensed it yourselves. Others of you may have become aware of it by hearing events recounted from another perspective. You may have different personalities, beliefs, tastes, and values. However, none of those things were created from scratch. They were all present in your original selves. That is to say, that is to say, while you while you are all still the same people you have always been, the version of you here are comprised of isolated aspects of your personalities which were extracted and made to stand alone. I believe you already know what those beings are called. You mean? Yes, you are all artificial alter egos created by the paper moon. Yeah, that was pretty apparent. So, impossible. As the paper moon's caretaker, I can assure you that the paper moon has no such functions. That's exactly why I did this, Miss Caretaker. The key is rotation and the centrifugal force it produces. In essence, it works by the power of the Holy Grail war system to rotate this world. Then using that conceptual centrifugal force this generates to separate, restrain and replicate various aspects of your soul. You are putting our souls in a conceptual centrifuge. Ah, I can see from your expression that you recognize it as possible. I can call it an AEC method. The AEC stands for alter ego centrifuge. Okay, so that was the thing Durga mentioned when reviving the caster of master Zokin when we defeated her. Not we, but Lancer defeated himself. Okay. Whoa, hold on a damn minute. Okay, this has all sounded so nuts. I've just kind of been letting it go in one ear and out the other. I mean, how do we even know she's telling the truth? For all we know, she could be making this nonsense up. Where is the proof? It may not be proof, but I do have some circumstantial evidence. Remember the shock absorbers around the parameters we woke up in after being sent flying in one of those rotations? Were they not familiar? I think those were coffins, or at least they function similarly. They are vessels meant to prevent spiritrons from escaping, cradles meant to secure the parts of our personalities that have been separated from us. Incidentally, the rotation that occurs when servant disappears is more of a preliminary operations. You don't need to worry about your personalities being separated. The real process will occur when the ritual is complete. Hang on, I have been trying to wrap my head around all this, but it doesn't make any sense. Let's say we really are alter egos, and the whole point of this Holy Grail was to create us. What does that get you? Why bother with all this? Ah, of course. The point of all this is to prevent the end of the world. What? To answer that, I'll need to start at the very beginning. One day, a holy grail manifested inside the paper moon's microscopic domain. In response, I came into being. So there really was a holy grail involved in the incident. Since holy grails possess nearly unlimited power on a conceptual level, I guess there is no reason why one could not get involved with a tiny virtual world like this one. I then used the Holy Grail's power to calculate that the world was going to end unless something was done. Quick question. What which world are we talking about here? The one bleached white, of course. The very world all of you at Cardia are attempting to see. I understand that you are currently preparing for your final confrontation. But the biggest problem and the reason you will fail is that you are simply lacking in firepower. That's not true, but we have so many people helping us. And I have calculated that they will be insufficient. Yes, I know you have allies. The question is, do you have enough of them for the final confrontation? Confl- Confrontation. And the answer is no. As such, your amazed firepower may as well be non-existent. So I turned to the alter ego class to bolster your firepower. I am sorry to just ask this now, but what are alter egos? They are an extra class of servants. Unlike the unlike an alter which changes a heroic spirit's way of bringing down their ability and personalities. An alter ego could be seen as a heroic spirit's alternative personality being separated to form a wholly new servant. Okay, so it's an alter ego, not the alter ego class which has multiple different personas combined into a single servant that we all currently have at Guardian. Using the computer programs as an example, an alter is like a different version number of a given program, and an alter ego would represent that program's system being repurposed into a wholly new product. Many alter egos became high servants owing to their use of powerful beings like divine spirits to fill in the part of their personality which were left empty after their separation. Oh, okay. So so is this the reason why there are no other what you call no other personalities, let's just say, in the Tiamat? Yeah, since Tiamat is the currently the only alter ego servant with no other connection to any other uh, high spirits or divine spirits inside of her being. Since every other alter ego has at least two other heroic spirits or at least one heroic spirit inside of themselves. Interesting. But that is not a requirement. Anyone can be an alter ego class as long as a different personality of theirs is the one in charge. So, is that why Tiamat's personality is too motherly? Let's just call it that. But her motherly personality is accentuated in her alter ego form than when she was Beast. Hmm, interesting. You may have gotten used to them at certain point through sheer familiarity. But from my perspective, alter egos seemed an especially mysterious class. It is very easy for any servants to qualify as one, and they depend far too much on intentionality and mentality that lack form of their own. But then I had an idea. If it's possible for an alter ego to be established just by having one aspect of their servant's personality be in control, then theoretically it should also be possible for a single servant to produce two alter egos. I understand living beings possess a wide variety of mental states and personalities. It follows then that every person and hero can be said to exist at a convergence of countless personalities and possibilities. Meanwhile, alter egos can exist independently, simply by virtue of being alter egos. And as far as I was able to tell from what Acardia's record, I was able to steal a glance at. There is no data indicating alter ego's combat capabilities are in any way inferior. So then, logically speaking, wouldn't it take a wouldn't taking a single servant, artificially separating their various personalities and using them to produce multiple alter egos be a far more effective force multiplier? That that's insane. No, it isn't. It's entirely feasible, and the benefits are clear. This is the answer. So, having arrived at that conclusion, I decide to take action on that basis, and the and that plan is being carried out even as we speak. The system Grail War is the key. The Infinite Alter Ego Production Project IAEPP. Okay, interesting where this is going. Goddess of Annihilation. How to avoid destruction. Section 14. Only 4 nodes. Okay. So we will be fighting Durga. This is the most effective method I have observed to combat the in impending threat. That is not a matter of debate. So now that would you be so kind as to continue the Holy Grail War? I assure you, my role remains nothing more than overseer, and Durga is only here to assist with system-related matters. She has not. She has no bearing on the Holy Grail War per se. No bearing. Then why the hell did she attack Saber? How about Ryder's master? Because they interfered with my divine duties, the entire point of this goddess's existence. The master of Ryder threatened to analyze, contract, and tamper with the system at the root level, which would have interfered with its operation, and Saber clearly acted with intent to harm my master, the system Grail War's overseer. In doing so, both made themselves target for annihilation. That is why I attacked. So what? You are insisting that you are just the guardian of the Holy Grail War as a whole. That you are just the overseer means for enforcing her rules. Yeah, not buying that for a second. I bet you are involved in all this at a way deeper level, Durga. Otherwise, why the hell would you hide yourself pretending to be an AI? DX, a name that simultaneously referred Durga's extra special type D status and X as an unknown variable, not to mention D indicating Durga. The excellent choice for name. As her master, I couldn't be prouder. That was just eh. But at any rate, yes, you have a point. As you have guessed, Durga is indeed key to making this Holy Grail war work. Please, let me explain. I would love for you to understand the beauty of this system for yourselves. The first thing you need to know is that Durga possesses a hollow, which truly with truly staggering storage capacity. I believe it's most likely where she kept all the power she received from various gods so as to use them safely. At any rate, when I use the Holy Grail's power to in- incidentally in ident- in inten- intentionally summon five servants, I stored them inside Durga's hollow while their spirit origins were still asleep. Those must have true those must be the true bodies of the servant taking part in the AI Holy Grail War. Then I used the rest of the Grail's power to execute the first rotation, thereby producing five alter ego servants. Remember, those things you have been seeing, the things resembling heroic spirit shadows, they are the kind of byproduct. They are created during the rotation's impact and lack full personalities of their own. They are essentially alter ego frameworks. However, they still retain a bit of their heroic spirit powers, so they were tied to the bugs and classified as a special type of enemy. At any rate, that is purpose of the Holy Grail War. It is meant to have servants fight amongst themselves and to collect the energy released during their disappearance into Durga's hollow, which is also connected to the paper moon's world as a whole. This quantity of energy is sufficient to rotate the paper moon's world twice, which is necessary for producing alter egos. This means when the Holy Grail War ends, Durga will possess energy from vanished servants, which she will then use to rotate the world. That will in turn generate new alter egos from the five servants in her hollow. Those five alter ego servants will be securely contained so they can fight against the impending destruction. Then the servant generated from the second rotation will be used to fight the next Holy Grail War. By rinsing and repeating, this process will theoretically allow me to generate an unlimited number of alter egos. Only in theory. What do you what do you what you have described has no practical application whatsoever. By the way of example, let us say you use this conceptual centrifuge to ham-fistedly create infinite alter egos. Do you really not believe the original servant's soul will eventually be worn out to nothing? We won't know that unless we try. Okay, she's that kind of. I still need to collect tests uh, mm, and test more data to find out what. I still need to collect and test more data to find out what sort of effect the alter ego extraction process has on the originals. Um, there is still a lot about it I don't understand. Most of it, if I'm being honest. But can you at least confirm one thing for me, Governor? What would happen if we do continue the Holy Grail War? I mean, what specifically? The winning alter ego servant will be added to the fighting forces, reserved and set aside. The winning alter ego master will meld with me, after which the next AI Holy Grail War will begin. As I said earlier, by representing this process, by repeating this process, I will be able to generate an infinite number of alter egos with which to fight the impending threat. What about our wish? Will that be granted? Ah, yes, I did set that as your motivations, didn't I? Yes, it will. The winner will merge with me, and as the new version of the next Holy Grail Wars overseer, they will be able to manage it however they like. The next Holy Grail War. Does that mean there is going to be more wars? That it's not going to end? Of course not. We require a much larger force to work with. If we are going to prevent the world's destruction. But what about the family I wanted? Should you win, you will be free to set as many family parameters in the next Holy Grail War as you like. That's not what I mean. I want to live a peaceful family life where we don't have to worry about war at all. I think you'll be fine. Once you have gained Central Governor AI status, preventing the world's destruction and by extension, continuing the Holy Grail Wars will become your first priority. But that's so. So I'm just going to stop caring about this wish I care so much about. How is that supposed to make me feel better? You need not be concerned to begin with. You said alter ego, masters too, right? What did you mean by that? The randomizer system used to give you AI personalities is actually a means of making you into random alter egos. Huh? The problem with another issue I had to resolve in putting together my infinite alter ego production project. There is no sense generating a unlimited number of alter egos if the lone master of the Cardia can't manage them all by himself. So I need a way to come up with masters as well. What kind of master is best suited to managing alter egos? To answer that question, I decided to prepare alter egos for the masters as well. And the most efficient way to accomplish that was to come up with a wide variety of personality patterns. In order to keep them diverse, I chose base personality models from a number of different sources. The master of Caster's personality was created type alter ego inverted. I made him from a close to scratch as I could. Made him from as close to scratch as possible, and I tried to give him a fiercely competitive personality. For his name and appearance, well, I simply chose something I saw in Cardia's database. Interesting. He was designed to be proud and overconfident with his mage-like rationality and par- practicality overruling what little empathy he had. I, ex- I expected his personality to be significant driving force in keeping the Holy Grail war moving along. I did have to make additional adjustments to him later, but on the whole, he certainly passed. The Master of Rider's personality was an acquisition for focused type, alter ego import. For him, I loaded an element from a person who was actually involved with the Paper Moon in real life and separated them to make an alter ego. He was the most prospective and flexible by of all the masters, though this ultimately led him breaching a boundary which needed to remain impenetrable. A shame. Given his natural affinity for becoming an alter ego, I would guess he originally had multiple personalities. Yep. A Master of Saber's personality was focused on mimicry, alter ego imitate. In her case, I started with a given person's physical features and then gave her a simulated personality based on how I imagine such a person would actually think. Given how few type of humans I have been able to interact with, I didn't have many options at my disposal. So maybe obvious, but she was the same girl Durga is using for her avatar. Yep, so that confirms Durga is a Sakura face. That should be a sufficient summary. The idea is that whichever of those very different masters who win the Holy Grail AI Holy Grail war must be the master best suited for managing alter egos and gains a comprehensive amount of to experience points towards that end. That master then became the next Holy Grail War's overseer and repeats the process, okay? Thereby ultimately being upgraded into being even better at managing alter egos. The wish you possess as AI masters are an expression of your nature as alter egos. Something of a side effect, really. They did not come from your AI personalities at all. So, what is the master? Is his alter ego too empathetic compared to how the master is in Caldia? Could it? It could be. Ultimately, each of your wishes is borrowed from another, and so is of no real consequence. But that's you can't be serious. You mean you have been feeling guilty all this time over nothing? That's why I have been so. Alright, that's enough. This is boring, so I'm going to wrap this up right now. Who freaking cares? Huh? Seriously, I could not possibly care less about what other people want or wish for. The only wish that matters to me are my own, and I will not let my wishes be an afterthought. You know what? The biggest problem with everything you just told us is that is apparently it's that apparently even if I win this war, my only reward is getting to be soldier in someone else's war, and that's no reward at all. If you think I've spent all this time fighting just to be someone else's pawn, you are out of your damn mind. I've been fighting so I can live life on my own terms with everything I have wanted at my fingertips. Everything else can be stuffed. Everything else can stuff it. Berserker. And that goes for you too. Who cares about all the other stuff? What about my wish? That's the attitude you should have here. And if someone tries to get in your way, you should fight them with everything you have got. So let me ask you this, Master. Do you still have a of your own? A desire you want to satisfy no matter what it takes? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Then you don't have to worry a thing except how you're going to make it happen. So now that we know fighting this Holy Grail war isn't going to get us what we want, our only choice is to take these people down and take over the system for ourselves. We are going to stop this stupid Holy Grail war and its alter ego nonsense. Once that's done, we just have to take control of these privilege things, and we'll soon be making our wishes come true. Ha! That's right. That's the kind of guy you are. A good for nothing idiot who only has eye eyes for his own desires. Then again, maybe sometimes an idiot is exactly what you need to do, what you need to get some things done. You said that the winning master would become the central governing AI. So then, what would happen if Ved won? I didn't account for you three in my initial calculations. You were probably just caught in the first rotation as a result of factors I'm not aware of. You could say that makes you alter ego intruders, irregular. Still, one of the AI Holy Grail Wars' goal is to perfect a master optimized for managing alter egos in the time of the final showdown. Your presence here is not an impediment to that process. As long as this power produces enough alter egos to win the upcoming battle, I see no need to concern myself with what may happen to this version of you in the outside. So, no, there will be no issue with you becoming this world's newest overseer either. Though I'm sure you will need to undergo a number of special modifications beforehand. On a supplementary note, according to accident or not, it is a stroke of luck that you showed up here, Master of Chaldea. While it's possible you may not be up to the task based on your battle records to date. It's it is also very possible that you may come up with the optimal solution. While I will, of course, remain strictly impartial and not offer anyone preferential treatment, I consider you the most likely master to win this contest, and with and while and will be watching your progress with great interest. Good luck. Gee, thanks. I don't know what you would have. I don't know what we would ever have done without the completely unnecessary extra tidbit. Anyway, sounds like winning this Holy Grail war won't get us any closer to the way out of it. So then, remind me why we should care about it again. Not only will we not be able to return to our original world unless we destroy the system Grail War itself, the Paper Moon will also remain useless and broken. So it seems to me that we have only one option available to us. I don't see any way this infinite alter ego project will work. The whole plan was messed up from the start. And there is no way we are staying here to fight Holy Grail wars ad infinitum. No more never-ending Holy Grail wars. We are getting out of here, period. Was that CCC event with infinite number of Holy Grail wars? Until we do something, it repeats itself. Or was it other similarity? I know summer 3, 4, the Jolter summer was that one. So you understand. Fortunately, there is a clear and straightforward means to achieving that goal. Before us stands a being we were just told is directly linked to this Holy Grail war system. So the quickest way to tear it down would be to destroy Rani Twil's spirit. That is Durga. Why can't you see that this is the only way to prevent the end of the world? If this fails, the whole world will come to an end. Since you are the only one who has observed this devi- devi- deviation, deviation, and the way to supposedly stop it is no surprise you alone understand it. The same kind of thing has happened before in the Atlas Institute too. Yup, they this on jumping through different simulations of world to come to some kind of conclusion. But as you have gone on to inflict harm on those around you, is it really so shocking that those same people would try to stop you? Yes, it is. The end of something my calculations, my planet, has shown me beyond any doubt that beyond any doubt. I am also this world's Penuma. I am its fifth element. Oh, Prana. You could say nothing would exist here without me. Hmm. So I truly don't think it would be in your best interest to oppose me. But it seems you leave me no choice. Durga is the one truly irreplaceable part of this project. Oh, I just noticed. No, that's just her balance. I thought it was the command spirit. Analyzing abilities. Conclusion. It will be very difficult for them to destroy this goddess. I know, I cannot imagine any path of success for them, but just in case. Oh, are you planning to join us? Well, I am a master myself. Since Durga's scale is much too great for her to participate in this Holy Grail war herself, it would generate much energy if she kills you, alter ego servant. So I would really rather not do this. But if this is what I want to do, then so be it. Fortunately, by my calculations, when this is all over, there should be just enough energy to reset the system Grail War and create new alter egos to fight it. So now I will, in my capacity as an overseer, remove the impediments threatening to detail its execution. Oh yeah, I'd like to see you try short stuff. Your petty insults have no bearing on this proceedings. It has, however, helped me decide to switch modes. I will show you what I looked like in my optimal master form. You shall see that I am not just prop I'm not just Paper Moon's central governing AI, but a being determined to fight back against the world's destruction. Yes, I can see it now. The soul's alter ego blur filtering through the air like dust, and the sky of the underworld resisting the destruction. I am the wings that guide it, and the very dust itself, and the very dust itself. And so, I will take a more appropriate name. Oh, that is cool. I am the dust of Osiris. I am the one who sees the world's approaching end and the one who will stop it. Oh, Okay, Dust of Osiris is also mentioned and is here. If you guys don't know what Dust of Osiris is, it is the final villain in the multi-blood fighting games before Type Lumina. All of them, not, I think not all of them, but I think one or two of them has Dust of Osiris being the final boss, which is stopping the main character from approaching the end of the world or something like that. I'm not too sure, but Dust of Osiris is the last barrier which was created by the Atlas Institute to prevent the world from uh, reaching the final destruction per se. If I remember it correctly, I could be wrong, but removing all thought acceleration limiters, entering Osiris mode, setting course for the northern sky. Durga, my servant, as your master, I gave my I give my commands. This is the correct and necessary step in averting the apocalypse. Given this, people refuse to see the sense in my answer, a shift and a painless shutdown. New divine duties accepted. Executing. Okay.
計算の結果はすでに出ている。観測せよ、翡翠の鳥。
Jade. Okay.
お前夢のように片付けよ
So she has gotten her third skill upgrade, 50% NP charge. Okay.
NSS サービスでそれはどこを切り落とそうか。こちらの話です。いいか、分かったよ。
Shin's efficiency is divine.
琥珀の鹿。
That should be triple damage.
支障はありません。新幅裁き天より来た。殲滅コース発射。
Okay, that is divine. This is also the best.
いいかほど
いいとも
目障りですね。支障はありません。そう新幅ひまわりの力を殲滅コース発射。
Misclick.
それもいいね。的確に行こう。呼び起こすは星の息吹。人と共に歩む。ゆえにエヌマ・エリシュ。
何をしているのです。
えい。
支障はありません。支障はありません。
聞かせて。えい。
新幅ひまわりの力を殲滅コース発射。
I don't think her NP has ignorant whisper, but
お待たせ。夢のように
hopefully it doesn't.
イノベーション始めます。
どこを切り落とそうか。
Let me just take a look. If it has, then we are fucked. Okay. B and no, she doesn't. Okay.
何事もやればできるさ。小さなものここに
いい、分かったよ。
星の宇宙物見の糸楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
呼び起こすは星の息吹。人と共に歩む。ゆえにエヌマ・エリシュ。
何をしているのです。支障はありません。
Oh, I completely forgot about the stun. Okay.
さて、カウンティングオーバー。リラックス、リラックス。
そうだ、的確に行こう。えい。
支障はあります。支障はあります。
いい
支障はあります。
どうか
支障はありません。上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り地を砕く軍の形。魔なる者たち滅ぼ。進化執行ひまわりの力を目覚めよナーガ。
オーケー。 おや行くかい。ご要望とあらば切り込む。
支障はありません。
どうだい。簡単なまず
支障はありません。
これじゃ
支障はありません。支障はありません。聖なる水が貫く。殲滅コース発射。新幅
She definitely have some grudge against Smolin since Smolin is the only one being attacked even after I've switched him.
こちらの話です。
Okay. I think overcharge is slightly increase gauge. Yeah,
発
let's
言度の
check
話
this
を
out.
しよう。そこは壁もなく城もなく国すらない始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
呼び起こすは星の息吹。人と共に歩む。ゆえにエヌマ・エリシュ。
何をしているのです。スタンバイスレイブゴー。派手にやっておしまいなさい。これがタマモ重工の優秀兵79式タマモタンクですよ。支障はありません。
Okay, only first breakdown. Oh, church is being destroyed in the back. Gah! Berserker! Cut that out, you idiot. Why do you sound so worried? No one can beat me. But having said that, damn it. What the hell? How are you so strong? Durga or not, you are still a servant, just like we are. There shouldn't be this much of a gap in our abilities. Oh, that face. I am the goddess made to annihilate the demon gods. That I would be stronger than the goddess of love should be obvious. Durga was born from the wrath of countless gods, each of whom gave her their power and weapons. And the result is a goddess of pure annihilation, a jack of all trades who possesses divine ornaments for any occasion, giving her an advantage over every class of servant. What's more, each and every one of those ornaments boast power worthy of a god. I just noticed. Is she not wearing anything underneath? Okay, very Rani-like. This means Durga is Agni's flame, Varuna's water, and Indra's lightning all in one. She is the wrath of Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma alike. You may be a divine spirit, but she outclasses you all in every measurable way. You never had a chance against her. You think I don't know all that? My point is that none of what you just said explains the sheer size of the gap in strength here. Analysis complete. Now I see what is going on. It comes down to the resources each side is using in this battle. Those two are cheating. They are not using Rani Mint at all. Huh? But then how are they? Magical energy, a temporary resource provided by the Holy Grail, pure power in its formless state. Yep, makes sense. As an overseer, absolutely they are cheating. I should have known. Durga is neither taking part in the Holy Grail war nor is she product of this world. So she's getting refueled by completely different rules. No fair. Whining will not help us. I do not wish to hear more. With home, safe return home hinges on this. We cannot give up no matter what. You think I don't know that? I'll back you up with everything I've got. Hang in there. Ah, normally I wouldn't torch such an exhausting job with a 10-foot pole. But for you, Master, I'll do it. Just be sure you're ready with a good reward when I'm done. Still, things are looking very bad. Even if I read her next move, she's strong. She is so strong, she can just ignore us. If something does not change soon, we will have no options left to us. So, is Lancer just watching us and doing nothing? If there is one factor that could turn the tables in our favor, it would be. Lancer? Ah, this sucks. I can feel my head pounding. The wishes you possess as a AI master are an exception of your nature as alter ego. Something of a side effect, really. They did not come from your AI personalities at all. Is this? Yeah, Ayush, it seems. Ultimately, each of your wish is borrowed from another and so is for of no real consequence. No, Cerezeria. What was it? She said again. Our wishes are just borrowed. They are of no real consequence. Then, in that case, what about that girl who disappeared clinging to her wish? You are saying that was all meaningless. Well, Master, what do you want to do here? I am here to serve your however I can. You just need to tell me what you want to do. If you just want to go back to our base and have me work on a new dish, I'm happy to get the cutlery back out. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, let me put it another way then. What are your feeling what are you feeling most intensely right now? Same as always, my guilt. The kind of guilt that just makes me want to punish myself. The kind you only get when you have done something terrible and there is nothing you can do to make things right. I guess that's the alter ego in me talking, huh? No, that's not what I mean either. I'm not talking about your one big wish or anything like that. I'm just talking, I'm just asking what you feel what you feel like now. Is this in this moment? It's no bigger a it's no bigger a deal than asking what you feel like having for lunch. What do you want to know? Why do you want to know that? Huh. Truth is, it's all you need to figure out what your next choice ought to be. Listen, back in my day, I once killed a man-eating Rakshasa named Hidimba. Hidimba. I remember that name. Okay. He had a younger sister who fell in love with me. She was a man-eating Rakshasa too, of course. Obviously, I was going to kill her, but my older brother stopped me. He said, he said, she was so in love with me that I ought to at least consider keeping her company just like in the daytime. Okay, so your brother's insane. What happened next? We had a kid together. Seriously? Haha, I don't get it either, but back then I just kind of figured, why not? Eventually, I felt like loving her back, so I did. That's all there was to it. As long as you are not hurting anyone, there is nothing wrong with just living your life the way you want at that moment, whatever that entails. So at least right now, there is no sense in agonizing over what you want. Forget about the wish you have been carrying around so far. Just tell me what's on your mind right now, in this moment. That still doesn't change anything. I have been I've been told this guilt I'm carrying around isn't really mine and it doesn't actually matter at all. And it still just won't go away. It sucks more than anything. But maybe that's also why, right now in this moment, the anger I'm feeling might just be a little stronger. Hey, that's great. Why that? Why is that? Because she said something that pissed me off. And what would that happen to make you feel better? I think I'd probably enjoy seeing them both get blown away. Would that make you smile? Yeah, yeah, I think I might. It'd feel great to just be all. Yeah, that's right. That's what you get. I'd still be pretty self-centered, meaningless smile though. Haha, that now we are cooking. When I decided to serve you, I put my warrior self aside. I decided that what I wanted more than anything was to see you smile. But if you're saying the only way to get a smile out of you is for me to fight them, if that is the kind of service you'll make me you'll make you happiest, it'll make you happiest, I'll gladly fight as your servant. Okay, then that's my order. It's a big order, so I'd like to give you a tip, but I don't have anything on me. So instead, I'll give you these command spells. I don't know when I got the second one, but you can have them both. I want you to make those absolute bitches pay for saying Sakura. Her wish and her whole way of living didn't matter. Go freaking get him. Yep, I can see why the JP crowd loved him so much. You got it. There was so much fan art of when this OC was released. Bhima. Oh, who am I? Who the hell cares? Besides, it's stupidly simple question. I can answer it in just 2 words. I am me. Okay. Hmm.
余
Music
分
is
なパ
still
ラメー
complete.
タの追加不要である。
Oh.
君に全チップをかけよう。頼むぞ。
はい、NFS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに完全配慮よろしくて。
本気遠慮すんな。
Yep, that should
嵐
be
の力よ
most far.
集いて我が手に。吹き飛べ。マルティバーユプトラ。
しているんです。
こいつでいくか。使えりゃなんでもいい。今日の風は
支障はありません。支障はありません。
I could have just used Buster Gun.
演算せよ目のの馬。
Okay, it's good.
殲滅コース発射。聖なる水に貫く。
Okay.
さてカウンティングオーバー。
Hmm.
いかほど
ちょいと待ってな。
Okay.
飛びなさい
支障はありません。切り込む。支障はありません。
素手で楽しもうぜ。
支障はありません。
ませ。算定せよ黒曜の亀。
Brilliant Turtle.
裁きは天より北。バーユの
夢の世界にひとまず退散。
新幅。
Yep, she definitely has something down. Boy. Three weapons. Okay. Might just declare.
熱くなってきたね。さあどこを切り落とそうか。
Negate the defensive disadvantage due to class affinity. Hmm. Hmm. Irresistible will be useful because
いい度胸ね。気に入ったわ。
Overshot.
黙ってなさい。舌を噛むわよ。
what the dog. Kaboom. Great ray guard. Sure, only of those should be fine.
我が地に眠る風神の力よ。今こそぶち目覚めろ。マルティバーユプトラ。
しているんです。
お願いメスラムタイヤ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私のクルティガル
Oh,
イルカメ
I predicted
しているんです
that direction.
ラ。やるのだわ。
聖なる
fuck.
水に貫く。殲滅コース発射。裁きは天より北。
Hmm.
死の女神エルシキガルが命じます。
Hmm. Oh, I completely forgot that Pilar moves pops with her with his NP, right? Yep, remove buffs. Hmm. Sure, let's keep going on.
まあ大胆でもまあ少し 厳しくいくわ。
Where this takes
ぶっ
it.
飛びなさいま
支障はありません。
素手で楽しもうじゃね
支障はありません。
せ。閉じ込めてあげる。
支障はありません。上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り地を砕く軍議の形。魔なる者たちに滅ぶ神発執行。
自由に振る舞いすぎたようです。商談失敗ということで。
新幅殲滅コース発射。
黙ってなさい。
遠慮すんな。
舌を噛むわよ。お願いメスラムタイヤ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私の空気軽イルカルだ。
何をしているのです。
嵐の力よ、集いて我が手に。吹き飛べ。まだまだ。そう、風神狩り。着想。マーユックトラ。こいつでいくか。引くぜ。
分かったよ。
固く縛るわ。
支障はありません。
我が名のもとに。
支障はありません。
素手で楽
支
しもうじゃね
障はありません。聖なる水に貫く裁き天より来た新幅
でもまあ少しは優しくね。厳しくいくわ。
そうだね。
ちょいと待ってな。
死は天に天は地に。
支障はありません。
こいつでいくか。
支障はありません。聖なる水に貫くひまばきの力を裁き天より来た
そうだ。
厳しくいくわ。
いいぜ。
えい。
支障はありません。
閉じ込めてあ
支
げる。
障はありません。
こいつでいくか。
支障はありません。上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り地を砕く軍議の形。魔なる者たちに滅ぶ不信執行。聖なる水に貫く裁き天より来た
さあ、どこを切り落とそうか。それもいいね。的確に行こう。呼び起こすは星の息吹。人と共に歩む。ゆえにエヌマ・エリシュ。
何をしているのです
えい。
支障はありません。支障はありません。
聞かせてよ。どうか
支障はありません。
Okay. I thought it was the full fight this time. Okay, so it looks like she will be the final boss. And I do remember one stage which hasn't come up yet, so let's see. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. How the hell did I end up fighting alongside you? Don't worry, I hate it too, but I have to keep it to myself. You don't have to be BFFs or anything, but could you maybe try to coordinate your attacks? Damn it, I know I keep saying it, but damn it. Why did I have to be Bhima? Why is it always Bhima? He is up against a freaking goddess and he's still kicking her ass. Ha 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 ha, Divine Durga. I think you might have granted me a boon at one point. I never thought I'd get the chance to fight you myself. An opportunity like this doesn't come around every day. Hope you don't mind if I make the most of it. Ah. I think he might have the upper hand. I agree. Little wonder that he is renowned as one of the India's greatest hero. But we must still be on our guard. Why did that sudden change? Why the sudden change, Master of Lance? You have been so passive about the Holy Grail War. I did not expect you would have a reason to oppose me. You mocked Sakura. You mocked her wish. Negative. I understand the Master of Sakura's wish. What? Master of Saber's wish. She wished for Grow to run smoothly. The Holy Grail War may have created temporary dysfunction in the partition, but it is guaranteed to return to regular operations as a result of routine maintenance function. I'm not talking about that. Then you can win the Holy Grail War yourself and become the new central governing AI. That way you can ensure Grow operates as smoothly as you like. I'm not talking about that either. The whole point of her wish was for her to be there too. That's how I know you are wrong. Her wish would have been meaningless coming from anyone else. It wasn't just some empty copy that meant nothing like you said. That's right. Her wish was warm and loving. It practically was her. It doesn't matter how well that place she called home is doing if she's not part of it. Damn it, I knew it. It's just like I thought. I am too late. I wanted to save her. I wish I had saved her. Why is she gone while me and my stupid pointless wish remains? Even though I kept making the wrong choice and I committed a crime. I am walking guilt complex and I should be. I know that. I know I have done enough to deserve the way I feel. Things that fill me with so much regret that they fill me the entirety of who I am. But that's all the more reason for me not to add this newest regret on the list. I still have pride. Pride that comes from being the lowest of low. But pride all the same. Why is that? Because if I add more regrets to the list now, I may not make it in time. If I only focus on my guilt, I might not find the answer that lies beyond it until it's too late. Ah, now I see. Maybe that's my real. Hey Lancer, can you hurry it up with my order? Sorry about that. Prep time on this dish is real doozy. So I think it's time I crank up the heat. Final ascension, yep. Damn it, it's always been like that for you. Everything I have ever wanted, you just came along and take like it's the easiest thing in the world. Well, I've had enough. I'm stronger than you. Damn it, who cares if she's goddess? There is no way in hell I'm letting you outdo me. Oh, Feisty. I love it. Master, I'd like to give this some real effort too, but I need to know you'll have the reward waiting for me. You know the one, right? Glowing praise. Hit marks. Exactly. I knew it. You got me, Master. Ahem. At any rate, basically, the only reason I have to help you in your hour of need is so I can get what I want. It's the whole give and take thing. Just don't forget that, okay? What is it I want? Me. When did I say I want something? Wanted something? Oh, no matter. Time to get out there and earn my reward. Huh? What is this string of dialogue? Basically, the reason I'm out to help you in your hour of need is so I can get what I want. Is it? It's a whole give and take thing. I just don't forget that, okay? What is it I want? Me. When did I say I wanted something? Huh? Okay. Oh, no matter. Time to get out there and earn my reward. And by that I mean I'm going to hang back and play support for the two muscle heads while they slug it out. I knew it. Even though we entered this world as anomalies, we were not able to escape its effects. Then again, maybe it is because we were not able to escape its efforts that we entered this world in the first place. So this means that neither Kama nor I are usual selves. Yeah, from this string of dialogue, definitely Kama seems way too toned down compared to her usual self. But her wholesome side has been cranked up way too much. Yeah, I can see that. No, never mind. There is a there is a lot I want to say, but right now defeating Durga is our top priority. I am going to boost my thought process even higher. Please try to keep up with me, Ved. Okay. As part of my divine duty, I slaughtered the demon gods. Misi, Mahisa, Sumba, and Nisumba. Slaughter is my primary function and my god's given mission. That I am here means there is a mission from the gods I must carry out. If you would stand in my way, then I must destroy you for making yourselves enemies of the god. That is the truth. To defy a plan means to save the world, is to become an enemy of the god. I refuse to accept this impeding destruction. I will do everything in my power to lead this planet to a bright future. The world must be preserved. That is why I exist. Overclocking all thought cycles, exercising emergency administrative privileges to purge 70% of forbidden processes, executing final measures that are as all things dissolve. The purity of your soul will descend upon the quail horizon. Devi Mahatmaya Mahatmaya Jagannath Fire Primary Cannon.
上位殲滅行動開始。衝動を許容、神樹の術草を展開する。楚は空を割り、地を砕く憤怒の形。魔なる者たちよ、滅べ。 神罰執行。
Hmm. Ooh. NP5. 10. Yep, I am using them. And yep, sure, it works. I've heard those words and read those words in Hindi, but in English spelled out, it's difficult to read them carefully. So, okay, last two bars.
私は滅びを否定する。
The
世
world must
界
be
は保たれねばならない。
that was a
回
funny-
答せよ、混合の牛。
Oh. See on calculation for the. Oh.
そこのつまみに一旦落ち夢のように片付け何事もやればできるさ。
イノベーション。はいはい、NFS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
いいぜいいぜ。
That should be enough to destroy the bar.
暴れちまいな。
支障はあります。
歯応えは大事だ。周りの壁を我が敵を食らえ。
Almost 200%.
神々の力よ、ここに裁きは天より来た。
Yep.
聖なる水に貫く新幅ー
下ごしらえは十分だ。ちょいと待ってな。
Sure
お望みのままに。
stuff. Looks like my battery not
私の
is
力よ
dying.
集いて我が手に。
Hopefully this fiction is coming through now. It looks like the last point of the in the next fiction, so yeah. Tomorrow it's definitely
裁き
feels like it will be the finale.
目覚めるな殲滅コース発射。
Oh, it didn't break.
お、いいとも。ちょいと待ってな。
星の宇宙に物見の歌楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。何？さっさとも。
柔らかくしてから
支障はあります殲滅コース発射新幅ー目覚めるな
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか？
いい遠慮すんな。柔らかくしてから
支障はあります
暴れちまいな。
支障はあります
どこまでも
支障はあります
よくかき混ぜた方がいい。
支障はあります上位殲滅行動開始楚は空を割り地を砕く軍議の形魔なる者たちよ滅び忌々しい神罰執行ひまばきの力を聖なる水に貫く
ご用
ちょい
件は
と待ってな。遠慮すんな。
吹っ飛びなさいま
支障はあります
柔らかくしてから
支障はあります
歯応えは大事だ。
支障はあります神々の力でここに裁きは天より来た 聖なる水が貫くジャッジメントでございます。
ここには一つ。
ご用件はでは参りましょうか。これが皆様の努力の結果、霊障重工79式敵化大社伊豆クーラセブンドライブ。
しているのです。
そこは壁もなく城もなく国すらない始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
スタート。
支障はありません。神々の力にここに裁きは天より来た。聖なる水が貫く。
あくびみてえなもん一旦落ち着くか。
そのように、はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
お望
ちょいと
みのまま
待ってな。
支障はありません。
柔らかくしてから死ぬ。
支障はありません。
どこまでも
支
登
障はありません。支障はありません。神々の力にここに
同出せよ、針の蛇。
上位殲滅行動開始。楚は空を割り
Instant
地を
jump.
砕く軍の形。魔なる者た
The
ち
word
滅
this is not
ぶ
that
執行
did be a problem.
とな。
退散退散。
I did expect her to charge to full bat. I don't know why I didn't prepare for that. What could I do? Castoria has only 20% charge. For yeah. She has sub skill up, so that should work.
運命をかけた戦いであれば早書きですよ、カルウェナ。運命をかけた戦いであればイノベーション始めます。黄昏の時を再び。
遠慮すんな。
This should work fine.
最果ての島、罪の都。最後の竜は我が胸へ。集う円卓の守護者たち、ラウンド・オブ・アバロン。
柔らかくしてから死
支
ぬ。
障はありません。
どこまでも
支
登れ。
障はありません。支障はありません。神々の力にここに
同出せよ、針の蛇。
上位殲滅行動開始。
that
空を
was
地を砕く
pretty
軍
fun.
の形。魔なる者たちに滅びないなし神執行。
He did not survive it.
神々の力にここに
That was pretty bad luck. The first one was with the first one target focus was on Merlin, but now it's on Bhima. Anyone but him should be fine. Resume.
「対終末
ちょいと待ってな
対粛清防御始め」
Hmm.
違法な国時の終わり
There's still one more to done.
永遠なる勝利を刻めラウンドオブアーマロン
Hopefully the
支障はありません。いい子たちです。
同出せよ
back.
春の
Okay,
蛇
it should be fun. Or, yep, that was fine. And permanent target focus cell. Yep,
ちょいと待ってな
they should break one bar.
嵐の力よ集いて我が手に吹き飛べまだまだそう風神狩り着想マーユッツトラ行くぜ俺歯応えは大事だぞマーユをかけよ我が敵を食らえ
Hmm.
コードマヒシャースラ・マルギニ決定処分実行万物は誘拐し魂の純度はクオリアの地平に降りる DB マンハートミヤジャガットマートリー手法放て
Hmm.
上位殲滅行動開
That
始。
was cool. The
空は
way
空を割り
cut
地を砕く軍の形魔なる者たち滅び忌まなし進発執行
Okay.
戦線を離脱します
出番です。
Moment. Sure.
夢君の道行きを信じよう
Creation that uh,
ちょいと待ってな
hmm.
まだ
遠慮すんな
I think
ばらま
that
きましょう
is
支障はありません。支障はありません。支障はありません。
nuts.
久しぶりの運動は応えるね
No battles. Okay. Result do not compute. Inconceivable. How is this happening? Ah, I hate being exhausted. Look at you, though. You are even more exhausted, hmm? We have the advantage. Keep pressing it. We can do this. Ha. Die. Hey, is it just me, or was that die aimed every bit as much at her as it was at me? It's just so amazingly strong that you are feeling my power just from being so close by. Why do you insist on impeding my divine duty? Wretched pests. Incomprehensible, illogical. Why can't you see that my calculations are correct? Maybe our forces aren't enough, but your twisted plan isn't the solution. You can't go around mass producing alter egos, it's twisted. That is even more incomprehensible, even more illogical. If anything here is twisted, it is your own natures. You have already created countless alter egos You have agreed that they make excellent additions to a fighting force. Why is one alter ego acceptable but not 100? Even what makes 10 permissible but not 1000, but 1000 taboo? Your inability to answer that is what is twisted. One alter ego or not. It makes no difference. The fact remains that you are aware of the twisted nature inherent inherent to alter ego, and you accept them without either question or reason at the same, all the same. That is one of the human race's worst habits. You allow unfiltered emotions to cloud your capacity for rational thought. Okay, that one isn't entirely off base. But even so, Caldia's alter egos aren't just means to an end, they are people. Master, I have a suggestion. You should pour all of your resources into me so that I may fulfill my divine duty. I have arrived at the same conclusion. There is no reason to hold back any longer. Within the battle is our top priority. We can't let ourselves become weaklings that are left behind. We must be strong, superior creatures to ensure our survival. Re-executing virtual verifications. Conclusion reached. Imminent resource depletion, followed by a massacre. Accepted. You are the goddess of slaughter. You should not be fighting our enemies by annihilating them. Very well then. Sublimed cloud traces spirals in the air as the golden rooster crows the coming dawn. Oh crap, it looks like it's going to be big. She still has another trick up her sleeve. What is she planning? Who cares, Lancer? Blow them away before they get a chance. That's the idea. By my command spell, reconnecting Servant Durga's Defend Prime AI privileges, additionally granting access right as the authorized central governor AI to use said privileges by proxy. Initiating forced requisition of raniment from all Defend AIs under Durga's command. No way, you've got to be kidding. So far, Durga's just been using Holy Grail's magical energy without relying on raniment at all. But not so long ago, she was also pretending to be the prime AI of Defend. Now that those privileges are reconnected, she can use raniment and magical energy. Worse still, they are taking the raniment without concern for their consequences. I believe they are doing the same thing Caster did to the Type Bs, except they have truly wrung every last drop from the AIs. Oh. No, stop. I can't bear to see this again. You are the governor. You should see us AI as a family. But we are just resources to you. Your alter ego personality is laid over your root properties, accounting for why you think this way. Besides, these AIs were only... Shut up, you really don't. Master, I request additional powers. The goddess should be able to achieve her goal with a 70% increase in resources. Granted. Activating final spare command spell. Using my own self to create new supply lines. Transferring most raniment under my direct command to Durga. This isn't good. Target value reached. My mission can now be completed. The stars are shining upon us. All we need to do now is follow their light. Crap, this is over. No questions. We can't possibly defeat a god when she's got all that power. This is the end and the beginning. Everything I do to create infinite alter egos and save the world from devastation. Oh, the font style change. Come, it's time for the end and the beginning. Everything is for my love. Who am I? I am Fury. I was born from Fury, and even now it surrounds me, consumes me. Fury at being kept from the love one I love. And I know this about myself too. I am fixated on resolving that to the exhaustion of all else. You want to know who I am? I am the alter ego of infatuation. Your only mistake, Master, was failing to consider the possibility that the very first servant you summoned to this twisted world might be an alter ego too. Huh? Mistake? What do you mean, Durga? I now have the power I need to accomplish my goal. Here is my wish. With this power, I wish to reunite with my beloved husband, Shiva. Ho 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 ho. Oh, with the, I don't know what it's called in English, but pallu. Whoa. G- uh, Durga, was that your goal the whole time? Ah. Looks like those weren't exactly BFFs. They weren't exact. Those two weren't exactly BFFs either. Unfortunately, I don't see this making things any easier for us though. It looks like Durga used the immense power to further rearrange her spirit origin. So that must be. Yep. I am Kali, goddess of fury, the one born from anger. I have come here only to reunite with Shiva. Should anyone stand in my way, I will take their head and feast on their blood. Now, all who are not Shiva shall stand down. Oh ho ho! That was a cool way to reveal it. That also makes sense why she has both of those under the same spirit origin, since it is the same thing. Okay, section 15 seems quite long, so yeah, that will be it from me today. So definitely we learned so much things. Okay, I don't think we need to read any of those since we got everything we needed from the chapters. So so okay, virtual persona made from the persona reversed, stimulated and okay, yeah. All of them now got the alter ego something, and okay, the whole feelings war system was unknown aggressive data has now been concluded what they were. Okay. So yeah, that will be it from me today. Thank you all for watching. We'll be continuing with section 15 tomorrow and probably be concluding this ordeal call 1, hopefully. So yeah, see you guys then. Thank you all for watching and bye.